welcome you all in the class of engineering hydrology. This is lecture number 4 of unit 5. Okay. So, in last class we started the topic of frequency analysis, and today we are going to talk on Gumbel's distribution method. Okay. Gumbel's distribution method. Okay. In last class we calculated, I told you that if I have a plot between recurrence time t and discharge. Okay. If we have the plot, then at different time interval, at any time interval, the flood discharge can be calculated. Say for this one time interval, this, okay, for this one time interval the flood discharge will be this. So, it can be calculated, but I told you that if the data, okay, if the data is too long, then we cannot simply interpolate, So, we need some methods proposed by the researchers. Okay. The Gumbel's distribution is one of that. Okay. So, how the data at different return period is calculated. Okay. So, let us talk this method. So, xt, okay, xt is what? Xt is a you can say the flush discharge event which occurred in time interval in return time t. Okay. It is equals to x bar plus k times of sigma n minus 1. Okay. That is actually general. Okay. That is actually general equations for hydrological frequency analysis. It is general equation. Means it is mean data. Okay, mean data plus sigma n minus 1. It is what? Standard deviation of sample size n, okay, of total n data. If we are find the standard deviation, so standard deviation multiply by frequency factor, and when it is this added with the mean, then we get the value, Okay. So, in Gumbel what he proposed that the value of k, this constant k, frequency factor, by y t minus y bar n divided by S n. Okay. And what are y t? Y t is reduced variate, okay, reduced variate, a function of time, function of t, occurrence time, and it is given by this one. Okay. He proposed this one relation, okay, based on so many experimentations. Okay. Ln, double ln times of t by t over t minus 1, okay, in log base e, that can also be written, minus with minus sign. Okay. So, based on time interval t, okay, that can be used. Okay. Y bar n, what is y bar n? Y bar n is reduced mean, it is the reduced mean. Okay. It is a function of, it is also the function of sample size n, and it is given in table. Okay. It is given in table. So, what is the table? This one is that table for y bar n, okay, and this one is table for reduced mean, this is for reduced standard deviation, okay, for S n. Okay. It is for y n bar and this is for S n bar. Okay. So, by plotting these equation, by plotting the table is actually plot of that equations, okay, y t for y t, okay, oh no, y t that, okay, no, y n, okay, this y n and S n, okay, y n and S n, okay, this from the table, okay, we can have the value. Okay. well, this is the proposal, that method has been proposed by Gambels. So, in reduced mean y bar n, if sample size is too long, then y bar n can be taken as 0.577. Okay. Means if the value is going to increase, okay, value is going to increase, say for n equal to 100. So, it is here 0.56, okay, it is going to increase. So, for higher value, for higher sampling value, we can take it as 0.77, okay, value of y n, okay, y n means this one, okay, means it is, then k will be reduced by this one, and reduced standard deviation, okay, reduced in for higher value of sampling, it is also 1.2825, means this expression has been replaced by this one, okay, that expression has been replaced by this one. Yt is a reduced variate, this reduced variate, it is given by this one, it is given by this one, it is given by this one. So, once we have this one value and that one value, okay, that one value, okay, then we can calculate, the peak discharge at different time interval, okay, for different time interval, then only we can calculate. If provided we have this one, okay, provided we have this one and this also, okay, that is also, okay, then we calculate, okay. K is dependent upon y n and S n parameters, y t is the parameter of t. So, t it will be known to us, okay. The important thing is to have 3 data, okay. First data y this one, second is this one, and third is sigma n minus 1, okay, this is third, okay. So, if 3 data we will have, then we can calculate, So, that is about Gambel's distribution method. So, table that I shown you. Let us do this example for better understanding. Here flood, here return period, okay, peak flood has been given 2 data, means for return period t is equal to 50, peak discharge is given as 40,809 cumecs, and at this time interval we have peak flood discharge. Okay. What we need to calculate here actually? Flood frequency computation for the river Chambal at Gandhi Sagar dam by using Gambel's method yielded the following result. Okay. What we need to calculate? We need to estimate the flood magnitude in this river with a return period of 500 years. Okay. We have only 2 data. Okay. For t is equal to 50, we have this one. Okay. For t is equal to this, we have this one. Okay. Nothing is given, no value of the table, we do not have the table, and neither we y n, s n and standard deviation, it is not known to us. Then how we will calculate, that I want to tell you through this example, So, write general equation x t, what is x t is equal to x mean plus k times of sigma n minus 1. Okay. So, let us write for t is equal to 100 and t is equal to 50. So, we will have this one equations, okay, and we have this one equation, say this is equation 1, say this is equation number 2. Okay. So, by taking 2 minus 1, okay, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 we get this one. Okay. By doing 2 minus 1 we get this. Okay. So, x 100 x 100 and x 50 that is known to us. So, it is k 100 minus k 50 times of standard deviation value that is known to us, means 5491. Okay. And this constant k t is okay, k this is this k at any time t, okay, s n y n and y t. Okay. So, let us write here k t equals to y t minus y n divided by s n, okay, it is same as y t minus y bar n divided by s n. Okay, it is same. So, for 100 so we can write as okay, for in the same way, okay, in the same way write k t for 100 and write k t for 50 and then subtract as we did in this, then we will get this one, then we will get this one. Okay. So, we will get this one. Okay. And value of y at 100, y at 50 years, that we can calculate. Okay. That has been proposed by, okay, by that has been proposed by Gumbel's equation. Coefficient can be double log, double ln with minus sign for 100 years, that has been calculated as 4.60015, and for this it has been calculated by this. Okay. By putting this value, what we will what we can calculate? We can calculate this one, ratio of deviation divided by S n, that we can calculate, and we got the value of 7864. We got the value of 7864. Okay. So, if we have this one value, okay, if we have this one value, then we can calculate, okay, means that thing we calculated with the help of these two data, Okay. So, next for t is equal to 50 years, okay, again write okay, y at t is equal to 500 minus y at t is equal to 100, okay, as we did here, same equation. So, sigma n minus 1 s n, it is not going to change here, okay, because it is not going to change here. So, it is also same here. So, it is equals to x 50 minus x 500 minus x 100, x 100 it is known to us, okay, it is known to us, okay, coefficient that we have calculated, okay, y 500, y 100, y 100, okay, y 500 can be calculated in the same manner, y 500 can be calculated, okay, that value is this one 6.21 21361, okay, y 100 okay, is this one value. So, by putting the values, we can calculate the value of x 500, and this value is 589, this value comes to be 58988 cumex meter cube per second. So, this is the discharge, this is the peak discharge with a return period of 500 years, Okay. So, based on the guidelines for when we are going to design, when we are going to calculate the flood data for designing of hydraulic structure, okay, we need to have the data at higher return interval, return interval, and that frequency analysis apply. Okay, because we can have the data of 25 years, 50 years, but to have the data for 500 years or 1000 years, how it will possible? It is too difficult. So, that data can be generated with the help of Gumbel's distribution method. Okay. So, let us do one more example. In this example, the data from the analysis available data, okay, from the analysis of available data, okay, on annual flood peaks, of a small stream, okay, annual data, okay, that I told you that in previous class that we have two type of data is used, okay, annual and partial, of a small stream for a period of 35 years, return time 35 years. Okay, we are the data available data is for t is equal to 35 years. Okay, 35 years, the 50 years and 100 year flood have been estimated. Okay, okay, okay. For a period of 35 years, okay, return time means for t is equal to 35 years. Okay, for this data we calculated the value of x 50, okay, x 50 and x 100, okay, that has been calculated, have been estimated. It is 660, okay, Qmax and it is 740 Qmax, okay, based on this one data. Okay. Using Gumbel's method, estimate 200 year flood means we need to find what x 200, that we need to find here, and in this question y n and s n, okay, that is given also, So, its calculation will be a little bit simple as we did in previous example. Okay. So, let us write let us calculate y 50, okay, y 50, it is double log of this one. So, y 50 value comes to be 3.90194. So, k 50 that can be calculated, okay. It is y t minus, okay, because it is how much, it is y t minus k, okay, k is what, okay, I told you k is this one, y t minus y n bar divided by s n, okay. So, y n divided by s n, okay, y n bar. So, since y n and s n is given here, that is why we are able to find that value, find k this constant value, that is why we can find that value. Okay. That question can be solved if we find if we are able to find standard deviation and x mean, okay, because x t it is x plus k times of standard deviation minus 1. It means, okay, k can be easily calculated, okay, but x mean and standard deviation, that we need to calculate, if that can be calculated, if x and sigma n minus 1 is known to us, then we can calculate the flood at any time interval. Okay. So, let us so the question is to calculate x mean and sigma n minus 1. Okay. So, see how it can be done. So, y n y at 100, okay, this one, k at 100, okay, this one. Okay. So, let us write x 50, okay, let us write x 50, x 50 by this one equation. Okay. X 50 it is known, it is given x 50 it is 660. Okay, means this one is equal to x min plus constant k that we have calculated, this one we have calculated. So, times of sigma n minus 1. Okay. And it is for t is equal to return period of 100. Similarly, for return period of 100, for return period of 50. Okay. It is for okay, for 50, for return period of 50 and for return period of 100. Okay. We will have two equation. We will have two equation. Equation number this one, this one, equation number 2. Okay. So, by solving these two, we can calculate the value of x bar, and this one we can calculate the value. We can calculate the value, and this one value x bar it is mean 274.83, and standard deviation we calculated this one value. Okay. Once we know that value, we calculate it. Okay. K for 200. Okay, that will be calculated. Okay, that will be calculated. Why it can, how it is possible? Because the constant coefficient y n bar actually y and s n that is given, that is why we can calculate. Okay. So, by putting k value of k, x min is known to us, y sigma n minus 1 is known to us, then we can calculate x 200 at 819.71 cumex. Okay. So, this is the value of flood discharge. Okay, at time interval sorry at return time 200. Okay. At any time, at any return time it can be calculated 200, 300, 500, there are 1000 that we can calculate, that we can calculate using Gumbel's method. Okay. Let us do one more example. Okay. In that, okay, so after that, okay, we have one more example. So, no problem. So, let us do this question. Here what the data is given, the maximum annual flood for river Kamla at Darbhanga were statically analyzed for 93 years. Okay, 93 years, return time t. Okay, it is 93 years. Okay, very long data we have. Okay, it is from 1876 to 1968. Okay, during that interval, the data we have the data, and the mean annual flood and standard deviation it is given. Okay, means x bar and sigma n minus 1 that is given to us, that is given to us. Okay. Its value is mean is how much? 14210, and it is 9700. Okay, in cumex. Okay, unit is in cumex respectively. Okay. So, determine okay, determine number 1, the recurrence interval of the highest flood. Okay, in 1968 by Wilbul's method, and what is its percentage chance of occurring in any year. Okay, in any year in 10 years. Okay. So, it is in last class, in previous class I told you Wilbul's method, and its return time t is equal to n plus n by m. Okay, n by m, that I told you. So, here data value of n, chunki value of n will be what? Value of n, since it is 93 years of data. So, annually how many record we will have? 93 record will have. So, the value of n will be 93. Okay. So, this is 93 plus 1. Okay. And what will be the value of small m for this one discharge, for this one discharge. Okay. So, for highest value of flood, what should be its value? Its value should be 1. So, this is time recurrence time. Once we get the recurrence time, its probability can be calculated. Its probability can be calculated. Why? How? By 1 by b. So, the percentage of chance occurring in any year, it is what? It is p. It is p. So, t has been calculated as 94 years. Okay. So, the percentage of chance of occurring, that is calculated as 1.065%. Okay. Is very less probability, too less probability. Okay. 1. So, probability. Okay. So, in any year, and in next 10 years, in next 10 years, okay, we did similar question, okay, and we used this one equations, okay, in last lecture. So, by using that expression, we have 10.14% of probability. Okay. The second part of this question is what is the recurrence interval of the design flood, recurrence interval of the design flood adopted by CWPC, okay, Central Water Commission, and highest flood, this one by Gumbel's method, recurrence interval, okay, recurrence interval, okay, means the data taken for this one discharge and this one discharge, okay, the forecasted data, these are the this is what, this is the forecasted data, means this one forecasted data represents for which one time, which one return time, that we need to calculate here, that we need to calculate here, okay, that we need to calculate here by Gumbel's method, okay. Previous in starting, these two data is given to you, x mean and standard deviation, it is given to you, means in that formula, x mean and this one is known to us, it means only k, okay, k is not known, and k is time dependent also, So, what we need to calculate? Okay, it is time dependent. So, simply what we will do? We will calculate the value of k. Okay, we will calculate the value of k. Okay, we will calculate the value of k using this one expression, y t minus y n bar divided by S n. Okay, and the coefficient is not given to us. Okay, if coefficient is not given to us, then we will take this one data, okay, for sampling, say this is 93 years data, okay, it is a too large data. So, y n and S n, that is that can be taken as 0.577 and this one. So, it reduces to this one, So, y t value is calculated. So, the y t value is calculated, if y t value is calculated, then return time t can be calculated, okay, okay. So, return time t can be calculated, okay. Once we know the return value, this one we can calculate it, okay. So, what is the step? First to calculate the value of k, okay, then value of k, then y t, then t. Oh, this is the step, means this one data 4950, this one data is for which one year? 189 years, 180 recurrence time is for 189 years, and this one data, it is after calculation you will find that this is for return period of 75.49 years, okay. By same procedure as shown here, that you can do. Okay. So, in the next class we will doing the remaining part of frequency distribution curve, okay. And these are the important feature, okay, and Gambit probability distribution, okay. For average annual series, Gamble method gives this one value. Therefore, value of flood with this return interval represents the mean annual flood, and if we plot x t versus t, then we get the linear, and that is why we can calculate value of x t. Okay. So, these are the features, okay, reference book, and thank you very much for